Hello everyone, welcome to Pandey Guruji YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to discuss about the very important SQL interview question, which is the asked in the HCL for the data analytics profile. So one of my students who attend the interview in the HCL for the data analyst, and they asked couple of the more questions. So I pick up the question which is the more repeatedly asked in the other organization as well. So this is a very interesting question. If you really giving the interview for the data analytics or the data science or the SQL developer or database developer, this type of the question you will always get. So just you can try to understand all the question, what type of the question they ask, and if you able to solve the question, you can feel that okay, so I am very good, comfortable to crack the next level of the data analytics. So you can read the question one by one, okay, and try to solve all this question by pausing the video, and after that you can compare the answer. So the first question is find the list of the employee name starting with the R. Okay, so like the name column will be there, so all name will be starting with the R. So whenever they come into the picture, the name is starting with the R. We start we start using the like operator, like name module, R module. So you will, the name will be started, but they restrict without using the like operator. Okay, so without using the like operator, how we can achieve it? So try to solve this, and later you can see the answer. The second question is what is the filter index? Give an example. And the third one is the explain the index scan, index seek, and table scan. Okay, so the fourth one is the can we create the cluster index if already primary key column are present. So suppose if you have table already primary key, can we create the cluster index and that table? Now the fifth question is the little bit advanced. Okay, so what is the link server? Okay, so and what is the alternate way to work the link server? So basically we'll discuss in the detail. So this is the little bit advanced topic will be there. So I will provide you answer that how you can answer this type of the question. And last question is the how to count the number of repeatable character in the SQL. So any text will be there. So they provided some type of the text. So I taken an example like you can see Mukesh. So you need to be provide that how many M is repeated. Okay, so before starting to solve all this question, if you want to practice all this question, I already have in my website. So just you can visit this studyiteducation.com. You can also download the app and click on the all courses. So this type of the question I already discussed under the practice download SQL interview question. So you can enroll this training program, you can enroll this interview preparation question, and you can try to solve it. Okay, so you will get crack any type of the SQL related interview question. So let's start with this question and we can solve one by one. Okay, so now let's jump to the first question. So the first question is the find the list of the employee, the name starting with the R. Like for example, let me take any table name here, like I have the deemed customer table. Okay, so the deemed customer table will be there. So you can see, let's take the example of the first name. So normal the student is thinking that how we can if they find the name starting with the R, you can use the like operator, but in the question they restrict don't use the like operator. So alternate way to solve this type of the question, they want to what thinking power you have. So I already discussed the built-in function. We have the string function, that is the left and right. Okay, so if you use the left character, okay, so let me show you how you can use. So you can just use the left. Okay, so left and first name. So from the column name, so let me put here the column name first. What column you want to trim the value? So let me pull the data from the first name column and trim the one value. So left function is the column name and how many value want to trim. So you will get the first letter. Okay, so if you put this into the where clause, where this function equal to the starting with the r, right? So just you can put the r, so you will get the list of the employee only, so you can remove from there which is the name starting with the r only. Okay, so you can see here, so you can see all the name starting with the r only, first name. So you can I taken as the first name, so you can see all the first name is starting with the r only. So this is the alternate way of the looking of the like operator, because like operator sometimes it will basically it will be performance will be very low. Okay, so that is the reason in the while we attend the interview, they will restrict this type of the like they have the understanding of the other way or not. Okay, so that is the reason they will always restrict this type of the function. Okay, so like if you don't want to use the distinct, how we can achieve the distinct value without using the distinct clause. So I already discussed this type of the situation. Okay, so now coming back to the second question, what is the filter index? Okay, so basically whenever we creating the index, so if any index, any of the column, like if you take the dim customer here or dim customer table, you can see middle name have the type of the null value. So there are so lots of place where you creating middle name is null, something is there. So to increase the performance, you can create the filter index. So whenever you creating the non-cluster index, so you can put some type of the filter condition where like the where middle name is not null. Okay, so that is the reason we will call the filter index. For example, I have a date of joining is always not null. So if you creating some of the table, so like I'm creating null cluster index on the employee table on the date of joining, so we will put the this is the index name and date of joining is not null. So this is the filter criteria of the index, that is called the filter index. So filter index is nothing but this is the part of the non-clustered index. Okay, now coming to the next question, the next question we have the explain the index scan, index seek and table scan. Okay, so let me create this one duplicate value. Okay, so duplicate table. So whenever we have the like this table is there, and let me create another table, that is dim customer underscore bk, okay, or 1, something is there. So if you create this duplicate value, duplicate table, this table doesn't have any indexes, or this table have the indexes. So now you can see, if you put the where something customer key is equal to dim customer 11,000, suppose 11,000, and if you enable the execution plan, so if the table is a scan, table have the cluster index, so they will not scan the entire table, that is called the index seek. Okay, so you can see if you executed it, and you can see one new window will be populate here. So you can see this is the index seek. Okay, now if you put this same table, okay, same data from this particular this table, we don't have the index, like the duplicate table I created, and if you again execute this one, so this table doesn't have any index. So if you execute with the execution plan here, so in the execution plan you can see this is the table scan, so table doesn't have the any index. So if you retrieve the data, so they scan the entire table to search that value, and that is the reason this is called the index scan. Okay, so I hope you understand what is the index scan and index table scan. Okay, so if you putting the select star from table name only, and if you execute, there is no filter criteria will be there. So you can see this is the also coming the index scan. So but if you filter some type of the value, like customer key is equal to 11,000, so this is the index seek. So this is the difference between index scan. If the table having that index and scanning the entire table, this is called the index scan. And if you have the table have the index and the only searching the one value, it is called the index seek. And if the table doesn't have the any index, okay, and the scanning the entire table, that is called the table scan. So this is a little bit difference between the seek, scan, and so I already discussed in the video itself on my playlist. Okay, so you can also go and watch all this video as well. Now fourth question we have that can we create cluster index if already primary key is present? So if the primary key is there, the table already by default cluster indexes will be created. So the answer will be no. Okay, so simple answer will be no, we can't create. Fifth one is the what is the link server? So link server is the basically when we have to retrieve the data in more than one server, that is the reason to retrieving the data we need to be create the link server to retrieve the data multiple server. So that is the called the link server. Okay, so alternate way to you need to be used some type of the link by the DBA team. So you can here you have the option to the link of multiple server. So that is the called the link server. Now this is the very interesting question, basically the how to count the number of repeatable characters. So this is the some type of the hypothesis question you can say, or they have the some type of the thinking power, how you thinking power have to solve this question. So basically if you have any of the text, so basically if you put the select statement like whatever the, so first you need to find the how many m will be there. So you can use the replace function. Okay, so in the replace function you can put something, the question is replacing m with empty value. Okay, so you will get the how many m will be there. So just you can use the length within this one. Okay, so if you use the length here, so you will get the how many without m will be there. So the length will be 15 and total length will be, you can use the total length of this particular text. Okay, so just you can pass here. So you can, if you minus this one, so you will get the total how many m will be repeatable here. Okay, so 3. Okay, so you can solve, you can see manually count m 3 times is repeatable. So total length minus replace with the removing the m, so you will get the total number of the how many m will be repeatable. So to solve all this type of the question, you need to be think little bit extra mind. Okay, so while we working in the SQL, you can learn each and every function, so you can crack this type of the question. So if you have doubt, if you attend any interview, if you're not able to solve it, you can send the question to me, okay, by video description. So definitely I will provide the answer. So thank you so much for the watching. Complete this video. I'll meet in again in next video. Thank you.